What small act of kindness completely changed your life? When my wife gave birth to our daughter, she ended up losing her life due to serious health complications. In one moment, my world was shattered, but no matter what, I still did my best to raise my daughter alone. At times, I felt like my life was a complete failure. I would watch all my friends send their kids to daycare while I couldn't even afford it. I was too busy trying to pay off the loans I took out to make sure my wife was as comfortable as she could be in the hospital, so my daughter had to come hang out at my food truck every day after school and on weekends. I still tried my best every day, but after she came back from her friend's birthday party telling me about all the amazing decorations she had and how she wanted them, my heart broke when I knew I didn't have the money. I started trying to save, but all I could only afford were a few cheap balloons and a cake. She still hugged me, calling me the best daddy in the world. I knew she deserved better. And after a few months, my luck changed. A very well-known TikTok food reviewer came across my food truck and posted a video about it. The next day, overnight, 2 million people had seen him describe my fried chicken as the best in the entire city. And the very next day, my line stretched around the whole block. I earned more in those first 2 days than I had the entire year. And it didn't slow down. That year, my business absolutely exploded. However, I never realized just how much I had turned my life around until a year later, when I saw my daughter crying after she blew out her candles at her Elsa-themed birthday party. I rushed over to her, my heart dropping. Here I was, finally able to give her everything she'd ever wanted, and she was crying at her dream party. The decorations were perfect. Ice blue streamers everywhere, a professional Elsa impersonator, a 3-tier castle cake that cost more than I used to make in a month. 20 kids from her class were running around our backyard, playing games I'd hired an entertainment company to organize. Emma, sweetheart, what's wrong? I knelt down beside her, wiping away her tears with my thumb. She looked up at me with those big brown eyes that reminded me so much of her mother's. Daddy, I miss when it was just us. When we had our special parties with just balloons and your homemade cake. My throat tightened. But honey, don't you like all this? The princess, the games, all your friends? She nodded, but more tears came. It's pretty, Daddy. But remember when you used to sing happy birthday really loud and off key, and we'd eat cake for breakfast the next day, and you'd let me help you cook at the truck after my party? I pulled her into my arms, feeling like the biggest idiot in the world. In my desperation to give her everything I thought she wanted, I'd taken away what she actually treasured, our time together, our simple traditions, the intimacy of being just us against the world. I'm sorry, baby girl. Daddy got a little carried away. She wiped her nose on my shirt. Can we have a second birthday next week? Just us? With burnt pancakes and your terrible singing? I laughed, despite the tears building in my own eyes. Burnt pancakes are my specialty. That night, after all the guests had gone home and Emma was asleep, surrounded by more presents than she knew what to do with, I sat in my kitchen staring at the business documents scattered across my table. Franchise offers, investment opportunities, requests for interviews. Success had come so fast I'd barely had time to process it. My phone buzzed. A text from my friend Marcus, who'd been there through all the hard times. Saw the party pics on Emma's Instagram story. Living the dream, man. Remember when you couldn't afford birthday candles? I stared at the message for a long time before responding. Sometimes I wonder if the dream is worth it. He called immediately. Dude, what are you talking about? You went from food stamps to food empire in less than 2 years. Yeah, but Emma misses the old days. Hell, maybe I do too. That's survivor's guilt talking. You think Emma would rather go
Click
back
here
to
for the whole
government
story.
cheese and hand-me-down